We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Dallas Cowboys. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Delta to hunt.
They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. Breaks the tackle. He's still going. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 4. The 43-yard line.
Back now, pressure coming. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Chargers.
All set now. 1st and 10. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. McConkey's got it again. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now an inside give to Hampton. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Into traffic. Complete. They got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. You're going for it here.
Ready.
On fourth down, here's Herbert. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on fourth, and it's going to go over on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
And he managed 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Lucky to still have this football, Brock. Now let's see if they can come through on 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's got it. Complete to Pickett. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, like we just saw right there.
Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys don't need long to take a 6-0 lead.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Baylor tight.
To throw, Herbert. Catch made left side by McConkey. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Quarterback with his renounce, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Set. Wait.
Hampton now up the middle. He made the call to send this one outside. It was a good one, but he does wind up a few yards shy of that 1st down marker. Call it 3 yards on the pickup. They're short by just as many now as it brings up 4th down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. They snap it to Herbert. Finds Davis, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Working quickly here.
7-yard gain.
Herbert on first down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Set. Don't dust. Set.
Shotgun give to Hampton. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. Ball throw, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. On is the former all-conference return man from nearby TCU, Kevontae Turpin.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Dak off the play fake. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
Listen, this guy's reputation certainly precedes him in any game he's on the field, but it doesn't always keep QBs away from challenging him, especially early. But you know what will deter quarterbacks? Results, and those are the results he's looking for.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. Throwing again is Dak. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. He hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
That's caught for the 1st. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And that is how our 1st quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. So they'll get to scheme about this 3rd down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of 1. It's the Cowboys out in front. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have 3rd down and 8. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's caught. He's got Lamb. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Yeah, here we go. What do you think?
Prescott on 1st and 10. Out in by Jake Ferguson. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
That is all-out effort to make the catch, putting his body on the line, diving for the ball. He earned that reception and some more targets in the immediate future.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Blue. He cuts it back right. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys pull that in front further, 13-zip.
You know what a run like that does for everybody, for the play call, for the O-lineman, for the offense? It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14.
14. Chargers, nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Davis on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. And a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Herbert from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't get it to Oronde Gadsden the second. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. The Cowboys signaling for their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trayvon Diggs has got it. And he's going to score. Pick 6 for Dallas. Ooh, partner, Hiss has gotten out of hand early. That pick 6, the latest play, pushing us towards a blowout.
Yeah, everything has gone in their favor so far. You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NFL. It takes this kind of combination, right? Both in personnel and in every phase of the game.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the upright. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21.
21. Chargers, nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. On the return, here comes Davis. And that's going to set them off just beyond their own 20.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Herbert back to it after the pick. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
The Chargers first down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the
It only took them one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. Throwing on first is Herbert. Throw left side, caught by Davis. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
It's Hampton on second. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Herbert now to throw on third. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. On fourth down, they snap it to Herbert. He connects downfield. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. Offensive line fast. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Throw is there for Rondé Gadsden. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Throws caught. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Chased out to his right. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you can take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
Well, they're in a pretty big hole already, Brock. They're going to pass on the field goal and keep chasing that touchdown. Herbert throwing on 4th down. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
50% hit rate on 4th down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
Has room down the left sideline. 40. Into the red zone. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys boat racing them to the halftime locker room.
Can we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level? And it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. Completed over the middle. This play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. Working quickly here.
And the Chargers first down.
Hampton gets it from the pistol. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
He was taken down.
Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Well, a little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender. He knocked it away, and it sets up 3rd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Third and long, they're going to throw. Finding Davis. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10. Here's Hampton. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Go. Set. Grenade. Grenade. Go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't find Rondé Gadsden the second on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
5-9. Ready.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
4th down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there.
Well, set. Lion.
They're going for it. It's Herbert. That finds Davis complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. And goes to the hurry up here.
Hey, Kaplan.
First down.
5-9.
A gain of 12. First down.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Gets this one against him. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
First down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
59.
First down, Los Angeles.
Set.
Herbert to throw once more. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Ooh, tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Throw here, 3rd down. And he makes the catch, but he will not get the feet down. Oh, Brock, that could have been a highlight reel touchdown. Instead, just an incompletion. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Well, they're in a pretty big hole already, Brock. They're going to pass on the field goal and keep chasing that touchdown.
Hey, ram.
Herbert throwing again. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Play action, Prescott. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 9-yard line.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
The 3rd down run with Blue. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Dak now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And his spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. A 14-yard pickup on 4th and 10. Well done. And they surprise a whole lot of folks by picking up that first.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision. One, they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
And have him gain up that handful there. Sent to the ground by Khalil Mack.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Give on second here to Blue. And only can get it a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
Khalil Mack in on the tackle. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Yeah, here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Just gets the 1st and more. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
We're going to 54. Wide. Yeah,
Blue here from the pistol. And he doesn't get close to breaking even on this play, Brock. Out of bounds, well behind the line. 2nd and long coming up.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks that it takes some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go. I take one. Here we go, 47. Go well.
From the gun is Prescott. Finds a seam down the middle. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. That one hits for 30. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Throwing on first is Prescott. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack.
Here we go.
Prescott here from the gun. This is caught by Blue. They get to him after a small pickup to the 35. Benjamin St. Just getting up to end that play.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
X-Men is back, deep down the middle. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys continue piling onto this lead.
Chargers nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own
First call here coming from the shotgun. Herbert from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Herbert on first down. Gets some space around midfield. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be second down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. It's Herbert once more. This is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away and brings up third down.
Such a big part of that breakup, Kate, or any breakup as a corner, is your positioning relative to the target. And really, the timing of it all. You can be in the right spot, but if you don't time it, that ball is still caught at this league. That corner played that one nearly perfectly.
Now Herbert again. Completed over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Offense up to the line fast. Herbert throwing on fourth down. Johnson finds the football complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First and 10, Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Couldn't find Oronde Gadsden the second on that throw. So it'll be second down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. It's complete to Johnston, right. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short.
A gain of 10 brings up third and short.
Throwing now, Herbert. Finds Davis complete. And they are going to have first and goal when we begin our fourth quarter. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's the Chargers who have it to start the fourth quarter, but this game seems pretty far out of reach for them. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
Go. Set.
They are throwing it again. Escapes the pocket. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense is set. This is second and 2.
Set. Delta, set. Ray. Set.
Herbert now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch could still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, and you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just did.
It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this third down.
Set. Kappa, Kappa, Kappa. Ready.
Here he goes, third and long. And he's going to have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers putting up points in a game decided. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw. He gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Kickoff for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, first and 10. On the give, it's Blue. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, here we go.
He gets the hand off. Extra cut to the right sideline. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off, but don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. Give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Yeah, here we go.
Up the middle, Blue. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Still lined up at the 6. Here's second and goal.
Everybody, 26.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up third and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. Pretty easy kick here, Brock. Just 22 yards. Aubrey puts it through. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Lady, you're out. You're out.
Here's Herbert. Finds the in route complete. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 13 yards. And the Chargers.
We send a man in motion.
A gain of 14.
Here's Herbert, first and 10. Catch made left side by McConkey. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Second and 10. Need something positive here.
Set.
Now Herbert to throw. McConkey's got it again. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Chargers First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Herbert throwing again. It's on the in route. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Offense is set. First and 10.
Go.
Herbert to throw once more. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Go.
Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 19-yard line.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Chargers trying to do some window dressing. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Set. 380.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Ready.
Throwing it again here. It's inside the 10. He brings it in. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it 1st and goal.
Gain of 10 yards.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Herbert. And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The Chargers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
14. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Second quarterback on here. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
15 yards.
A gain of 15 there. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, it's a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Hey, here we go. What do you think?
Blue running to the right. Trying to fight free. He can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. Chargers sending out a dime look here ahead of this 3rd down.
I think. Go on, go on. Go on, go on, 53. Kill! 47.
Air it out on third. This is caught by Blue. They'll have the first down and even more. And this is inside the 10. He takes it down to the 7-yard line.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Going with Blue here. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. So that penalty declines. They're happy enough stuffing that last play at the line for no gain.
Here we go.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. He's keeping it, gotta get it forward. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.